Hi guys, welcome back. So on this lesson onwards we are going to learn to build some real world graphic designs. So as a beginner you must get to know how to design icons according to the modern style. Based on that, let's learn to design some icons with single layer. So I have provided this website link in the comment area. If you go to this website you can find an article related to icon styles and designs. Okay. So throughout this video and very few upcoming videos, you're gonna learn how to draw these type of icons step by step. Based on that, first take a look at how to design an outline style icon, something like this. So let's begin. First, what you have to do is pull a vertical guide, then let's center it on the page. So you have to use the align panel and then tap Ctrl 2 for lock the guide. First I'm going to draw this circle part, so let's pick an ellipse tool and make sure fill color is deactivated and stroke color to be black or whatever color you want. Then click on the page and let's create a circle with 70mm diameter. Then let's centralize the object on the page using the align panel. So make sure align to artboard option is on and then click horizontal align center and vertical align center. Now I want to make another small circle inside this circle. To do that I am going to use offset path. So make sure current circle is selected. And also make sure to right click on the ruler and change the unit of measurement to millimeter. Then go to object, path, offset path. Basically using this option you can create an offset path for the current object with specific value. For an example, if I type 5mm and enable preview mode, then I can set an offset path around the current object with 5mm distance. So from this path to this path the distance is 5mm. Got it? But I want to make an offset path inside the current object. To do that you must enter negative value instead of positive value in this box. So if I type -5, tab G, now you can see offset path is set inside the current object. So let's make it around -12. Okay, so it seems fine for me and click OK. Now if I select both circles and if I fill a color, you can see both circles are filled with a color. But I want to fill only this portion of the circle. To do that, you must trim the small circle from the bigger circle. So let's make sure both circles are selected, then open the Pathfinder panel and click -front option. Now you can see that small circle is trimmed from the bigger one and the color is filled only this portion. So always keep in mind these options are working only when an object overlapped another one. Right. As we are designing outline style icon, we don't need fill color anymore. So let's remove it. And now let's pick the rectangle tool and draw a rectangle to overlap the circle like this. And if you want you can make it a little bit balanced by dragging these handles. Okay, then again select both elements and use -front option in the Pathfinder panel to trim the circle element. Now we have this shape. Now let's activate the rounded rectangle tool and click on the page. Then make sure Width is 70 millimeter, which is the diameter of the circle. Height must be 12 millimeter, which is the offset value of the circle. And let me give the corner radius something like 7 millimeter, and then click OK. Then select both object and click the circle object again to activate it as a key element. Once it's activated as a key element, you can see the selection border is thicker than the other one. Now I am going to center align this rectangle object with this circle object. To do that, open Align panel, then click Horizontal Align Center, and then if I click Vertical Distribute Top, the top part of the rectangle shape will be aligned with the top part of the circle shape. So if I click it, you can see how alignments are done. But actually we want to align the bottom line of the rectangle with the top line of the circle. So what we have to do is we have to move the rectangle up and align it properly. You can do this in three methods. First method is manually align. To do that, let me zoom the document bit. Then while moving up, hold the shift key, and then you can try to align it manually. Okay, if you turned on snap to point option in the view menu, this one, then it helps you to snap the object automatically with the paths for better alignment. And the second method is you can use the transform panel options. Before that, let me undo the actions to previous mode. Right, there you go. So second method is I can flip this rectangle shape vertically from this point. To do that, toggle to the transform panel, activate top point in the reference locator, then from more option menu choose flip vertical. There you go. Right, okay, so again let me undo the action. And the last method is you can move the object up from this point in y-axis. To do that, let's activate the bottom point in the reference locator. Then the current position of the y-axis is 100.787 millimeter. As I want to move it up to align it with the upper part of the circle, then I must move it with the same height of the rectangle. So if you check the rectangle height, it is 12 millimeter, and then we must deduct 12 millimeter from 100.787 millimeter and type 88.787 millimeter, and then if I tap enter key, now you can see it's perfectly aligned. So guys, you can use whatever option among these three options which is most preferable for you. Okay, so we have done 80% of the design. Let's complete the design by adding this element. To draw that, you can use pen or curvature tool. My favorite is a curvature tool. So when you draw in symmetrical elements, you must draw first half portion of the element and flip a copy of it to another side, as I taught you in my previous lessons. So follow my video and try out with this. There we go. We are going to make this entire element a single layer design. Before that, let me delete this one, and also let me tap Alt Ctrl 2 for unlock the current locked elements in the document. And I don't need this guide for the mouse, so let's delete it. And then if I open the layer panel, you can see a layer name called layer 1. Inside this layer, all elements are included. You can toggle on off the layer visibility if you click this eye icon. Also, you can lock and unlock the layer by click over here. If it is locked, you can't select or edit graphic elements in that layer. Also, you can create more layers if you click this new icon. If you want to delete, just click this delete icon to delete the selected layer. And if I click this arrow icon, I can expand the current layer and see sub layers inside there. So if I toggle the visibility of each sub layers, I can recognize which graphic element belongs to which layer. Based on that, this entire object is included 3 layers together. I'm gonna make it one layer design. To do that, select all elements and let me increase the line weight to, for an example, 10 points. You can use suitable value based on the object size in your document. Okay. Then go to object, then choose expand, and make sure fill and stroke options are enabled here, and then click OK. So by using this expand option, you can convert any outlines into filling objects. Now if I use fill option, I can fill a color instead of using stroke color. Got it? Anyway, you can see still there are 3 layers in the layer panel. As I want to make it one layer design, so what I'm doing is go to Pathfinder panel and unite them. Now if I check the layer panel, yes, now it's converted into one layer. Okay, so what is the benefit of reducing number of layers? Let's say if you have done a complex design with a lot of layers, it may be increase your file size and may cause slow down your PC when you are trying to edit the design. In that case, if you reduce the number of layers when necessary, it's allow you to reduce the file size and smooth the functionality of the software. So that's all about in this video. Have a good time.